Hi ladies, I'm back for part 2 of my OohLaLa Vintage Treasures Opulent Design Team project, which was the Opulent bird nest. So I've already showed you the nest, but what I wanted to show you is the little rosebuds that I did say I was going to add some little rosebuds. And I absolutely love them in there. They just look so cute. And then over on, let's see, sorry, where my bow is, I stuck a little rosebud down in there too. And it just was enough to add some color in there, and it really looks cute. I really love this nest. I want to make some more. They're fun to make. So then I made, I said I was going to make a book, and I did, and this was made with several things from the Opulent Bird's Nest. Not all. Some of this stuff was, in my own stash, but you will see I've got other things that I've made. So anyway, this is the book I made. This flower, this was mine, but this here pretty sheer fabric was in the kit, the Opulent Bird Nest kit. I have a 6-inch, let me see here, a 6-inch stick pin that I put in here. See if I can get it back in there now. There it goes. And then it wraps around the back, and you can see better back here. I included that beautiful quilted kind of fabric. I guess it was a blanket that Doreen had bought years ago, but oh my gosh, it's just beautiful. And then I also used this fabric that she included in the Opulent Bird's Nest. And this also is beautiful. And I wrapped it around, and I sewed it on the whole book, and it wraps all the way around this way. You can see it on here. It's just gorgeous. I love it. So then, this is one of my little crocheted flowers, and just a little crystal kind of button I had in my stash. So then, oh, I know something else too. This little picture also came in the kit, and this trim around it is OohLaLa Vintage Treasures. It's also included in the kit. I wrapped some roses around the whole spine, and I don't know if you can see real well, but it's like you can see through it, and the pink shows through, but then it's got gold running through it. It really shows up pretty next to the gold. So let's open this up. And this fabric also that I made the tie from was that sheer fabric that was included with the nest, and I love this stuff. All this trim around here was all trim that I had. But on the inside, this is the beautiful silky fabric right in here. You can kind of see it there, the way it was the backdrop for this page. This here is my own stash. And this here and all these, most all of this was, except for this little trim going around and the picture. And that's that page. I had a lot of fun making this book. It really is meant to showcase just some pretty things. It's not all full of dangly lace and, all kinds of appliques and all that stuff, even though I dearly love that. I just don't have that kind of lace to make those kind of books, but I do appreciate the ones that I see people make. These buttons are vintage buttons, and I just stuck one on each corner. This is like a rose, and this is like a flower also, but it's whitewashed, see there? And then this one here, little rosebud. These are all like clay flowers mixed with some wok flowers. Oh, and this fabric, now this came from the Cake and Snowflakes kit. I stole it out of there. But there's 3 of these photo images of this beautiful rosebud, and then I'll show you the other one when we get towards the end. But I use that as the background, and I just love it. Over here is just, this was a beautiful, a beautiful napkin given to me by Gail Fleming, Fava 4 on YouTube. It's just beautiful. It's got like matte pink and then a shiny pink, and it's so soft and beautiful. And then I put these hearts around, which were mine, and the bling and the clay flowers. This was also mine, and so was the crocheted flower. And this, I think this was in the kit, this trim, and I just cut it apart. I'm not sure if that was mine or the one that was in the kit. I don't know, I'm not sure about that. This little bow was included in on the kit. And so that is that page. This book is the softest colors of pink, and the majority of it is pink. Of course, it's my favorite color, I'm not going to lie. This is the middle of the book. Let's see here. This trim, or these 2 doilies were in the kit. This is one of my crocheted flowers. This little flower is in the kit, and this button is mine. These were in the kit, and I cut them apart and just wrapped them like that, and I just put my own little tiny flowers with the little bling centers. Down here, also these background decals were OohLaLa. It's kind of hard to see them. They're like a big flower, and then I got the little flower inside, and then some bling and a flower that was mine, and these little beads I put on myself. This little trim around here, I believe that was mine. Then on this page, this was a little acrylic paint frame I had, and I painted it pink and put some, I have a pearl pen it's called, and you just make little pearls and then it dries. I love it because you can put little accents. And the picture was OohLaLa in the kit. And the square doily was included. These square doilies are lovely, and she put quite a few of those in the kit. Then, this here, I think, was also in the kit. It was one of those things that got cut apart. And then these, and these little acrylic flowers are mine, and so is the button. But whoops. That's the 2 pages in the center. So moving on here, this is getting towards the end. This isn't a big book. I created this flower with, that's a little piece of scrap I had that I just loved. It's sheer and gold. And then this is some that I had. I believe this is from OohLaLa, and that's one of my flowers. And then that's the same heart trim and napkin that I had gotten from, see the way the sheen on it, it's just beautiful. Then, Here is the last page, and this is that another one of those beautiful pictures that was in the Cake and Snowflake kit, but I had to steal the two of them. I needed them for this book, and so I stole them. And anyways, that's that. And this is from OohLaLa in the kit, this applique. Again, I think I cut it up because I used, different elements out of it. And then the little clay flowers are mine. This beautiful trim going around here that is got the pink, like it looks like ribbon, but it's not. That also was mine. So like I say, this was more a combination. And then I think I showed you the back page already. And I just tie it together with this beautiful sheer bow. The colors in this book, even though it's a simple book and it's not real complicated, I love the way it turned out, and it really is beautiful when you see it in person. It's just the prettiest book, and I like it. Like the way it turned out. So that's that. Now, what else? Oh, I made out of another part. This is all, most all of these are from the Opulent Bird's Nest. This probably is going to be hard to see. I don't know if I'm going to get it all. I might have to show each one separately, but it's a mini banner. And it's, it was made with, she had these two large square doilies, and the design in them was such that you could cut these little triangles out. And this is like part of the piece of the doily on the back here. So I tried to let the little part of the trim that looks kind of loopy, I really thought it looked cute just to leave that sticking up. Here's the first one. And now, again, this is all OohLaLa except for the rosebud and this heart. But all of that is all OohLaLa on there. Then, moving over to the next one. This is that. The little Daimani bow was OohLaLa. I put the little clay flower in the middle. The background on it is the little, that little sheer fabric that I showed you with the rosebuds on. That's on the back. One of my crocheted flowers. And then this one was OohLaLa. And then this is a little scrap of beautiful sequined pink fabric that she had. It's only little bits put back there, but it just adds a little touch, and it is very pretty. And then the back of this one is that pink satin, beautiful fabric that she put in there that I don't have a piece of that left. I've used it all. So, the back of this one is that fabric, that pink sequined, and it's got these, I don't know if I show you up close. It really is beautiful. But I don't have a piece of it left. Anyways, that, and then that's the second one I just showed you. Then this little one is made with that fabric again in the back. The dangle came from OohLaLa in the Opulent Bird Nest. And the flower that I made right there is also made with trims and applique from the Opulent Bird Nest kit. And the fourth banner is that pink satiny material again, and then this piece of It's like a piece of lace, but it's, how do I explain it? I don't know if you can see it in there. See, you can see through it. It's cut up. It's beautiful. She had an average piece in there that was really nice. Then this is my little bird that I put up there. This seam binding was in the kit. I think it held some laces together. Then this is the butterfly, the metal butterfly that was included. And I think you can see I sprayed it with sparkle, painted it pink first and put sparkle on it. And then I filled the little prongs in with pearls, and it turned out just too cute. I really liked the way it turned out. So anyway, like I say, it's hard to get this whole thing in, but the whole thing makes a really cute little banner to hang on the wall. So that's the second thing. We got the nest, we got the book, we got a banner, and we have, see, this is the piece of the whole doily square that I cut. There was I think 4 of them in there, and I just cut those out to make the banner. And then I have a third banner, a third small banner. And that's this one. Again, I might have to just see the 4 of them, or 3 of them, I'm sorry. And I'll get up close on these. It's too hard to film these. But here's the first one. And that, again, has that beautiful fabric behind it. This is a little flower from the kit. And I just put a little pink rhinestone in the middle. This is a piece of trim that I made this cute little flower out of. And then I put a rosebud in the middle, which is mine. But all the rest is... This was in the kit from OohLaLa. I love these. These are so cute, and I love the way they dangle. And then again, this trim that I hung. This is cut from a whole piece of trim. I used a little pink chain that I had with pearls on to make the hangers and hold it together. The second one, this is different, and I put this one in the center because it is different. And this one is like a combination of all kinds of things in the kit. There's 2 of the square doilies, right there. There's a couple pieces of things cut from another piece of trim. This here was from, I don't know if I can lift this up high enough or not, but this here was from Doreen's kit. It was a beautiful piece of trim, and it was layered into 3 parts. And I just love that trim. I would love to have a big piece of it. And then I just dangled some dangles from it and another piece of that trim. Going back up here, here's a applique. She included these. You actually had, it was in one piece, but you actually had 2 leaf-like pieces that you could cut apart and use, and I did use the other one. I don't know if I still got that left, or... No, I think I might have used it in the nest. I think I did. Anyways, and then here's another little doily that came in, a piece of doily that came in the kit. And then this beautiful tatted piece of like a doily, small doily. And then some walk flowers in the center. But that's that one. It's kind of a concoction of all different things, but it's layered. You can see the layers in there. And it's just, I wanted that for the center of the little banner. And then the last one, excuse me, this is a fabric that she included. Now on the nest, I don't know if you can see that far, I took part of that and I lined the whole top all around the spring with that woolly texture. And you probably can see that in Jennifer Stevens. Honestly, if you go and watch Jennifer Stevens or Violet Foskey's, you can see these trims up closer. I just really made a mistake. I'm new at this and I just didn't think. So anyways, I put that on. It's got a nice texture. It's kind of gnarly and white, and it's got like eyelash coming off from it. And it's really pretty. And these are little Daimanis that Doreen includes on all her kits. I put those on. One of those little acrylic flowers, or 4 of those little acrylic flowers. And there is that trim, that 3-layered trim. I cut a piece of that off and put that on there. Here's a little flower, and then I put a little, and then here is, this here is mine. It's like Damanis and pearls hanging. So that is the banner that has the 3. The camera really does not do it justice. Oops. So anyways, that's it. And if you see any glue strings, I'm guilty, but those things drive me crazy. So anyways, that's that. So that's a second banner that I did. So now we got the nest of the 2 banners in the book that I used parts of the kit. Lastly, I did a little bow with some of the trim. Okay, then lastly, she included this beautiful applique, and you'll see it in a second. Beautiful applique in with the kit. And I just couldn't think of how to work it into the nest. And I really didn't. I didn't want to put it in the book. None of the pages seemed to be right for it, but I just love the applique. So I had this frame that I've had painted. It's called Vintage Blush. It's a really different color of pink. I have these papers that I bought from Archana Joshi's site, the Paper Hub, the Shabby, is it Shabby Paper Hub? Or it might be just Paper Hub, but there's glare on that. I don't like that. Let's see if we can, what am I seeing in there? I guess I'm seeing the monitor screen in there. Anyways, let me tip it a little bit so I can at least tell you what. I cut this dress form out of this paper that I got from there. It's called Antillier, which is like, I don't know, maybe it's a Paris, or French, kind of would be like maybe one of our sunrooms or little porches off. Never mind the phone. I'll call them back, whoever it is. I hope they don't let... Anyway, so that's that. And I cut that out. And this back paper is the same from the same papers. I don't have them handy here. Or I'd show them to you. Anyway, so I cut that dress form out and put it on that background. And I put the applique right on there. And it really is a pretty picture. And then down here, there was a button. and I just put a clear button over it, and it looks just like, because the other button shows through, it really is cute. It just makes it dimensional instead of flat on the paper. So that is that. Let's see if I can get rid of that glare. I'm almost off the page. But that's that. That is that. So, I now have the bird's nest, the book, 4-flag banner, and 3-flag banner, and the picture that I got out of the Opulent bird's nest. And I wanted to use everything, and if you can believe it or not, I still have these laces left. And I have this nice size piece of this trim. I have this long piece that she put in there. You could make a nice bow, or you could even make a flower out of this. I got 2 of these banners, and I still got this fabric, or this trim left. Hold it. That was in there. I can't get my hand. Sorry. Well, heck. Anyways, that's it right there. And then I got this beautiful piece of tatted fabric, or trim. And it's gorgeous, let me tell you. It is gorgeous. And it's a very vintage piece of, both of these are a vintage pink color you don't see. Look at those, oh my God. So anyways, and then I think this also came in the kit, this little piece of pink trim. So I got all this left yet. I have got one of these square doilies left. So you get a better look at that. And, oh, here's that applique that I cut in 2s. It's very pretty that I put on that one project. I have a little piece of the one trim left. So I got stuff yet to still go ahead and, I don't know, put them on some other stuff, maybe just a snippet roll or something. But I guess the point I'm trying to make is Doreen's kits go so far, and you can make your main project and still look all that I made out of that. And I just can't say enough about her kits, and I love the vintage feel of them. She just always puts unusual stuff in there, and they're just so pretty and fun to open up. Next time I'm going to come back and show you all the flowers that I made. When I do the cake and snowflake kit, I can't even imagine how much I'm going to get out of that kit. That kit is huge, and it's going to be so much fun to work with. Well, I can show you, last night I put together, I'm just going to show you part of my flowers, because I also wanted to show you, I just got the, it was a lace kit, and it was the last actual lace kit that she said. It had a applique with it, and then it had a bunch of all these beautiful natural colored and cream and all that laces in it. So last night I decided I was going to take all those laces, and I was going to make as many flowers as I could out of that bundle of laces. So I cut them all up and put them together the way I seen them, and I just had a ball making these. Here's number one. This gorgeous lace that came in the kit. Now this isn't part of my design team project. This is just a separate kit that I bought. That lace, I may have put the appliques in these because the kit didn't come with these, and nor the centers. And then I put this blue bling in, and that's the way this flower turned out. Turned out very nice. I did this one. This one has this lace behind, beautiful piece of like scalped lace. And then this beautiful, I'm pretty sure that these laces are vintage. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. I think they're vintage. I had this little ballerina, and she's got this kind of brown, crystal thing on, and I put her in the middle of this flower. I thought it was kind of cute, and I didn't know where I would ever use that ballerina at, and I love it. It just turned out really cute. So that's that flower. So that's two flowers. I got this little one. This again is two laces, that lace, and this beautiful netted lace with the little scalped design around it. Again, the little doily and the center was mine, but all the lace was from the OohLaLa. So that's another flower. Then there's this one. You've got this trim. And some of these trims I actually could use for two flowers because there was so much of it. I mean, there was a lot of lace in this kit. But it takes a lot to make flowers. And this here little trim. And then this is my own center. But I tried to get centers that looked a little, glue string again, a little vintage. So that's that one. Then I made this one. This has got this trim. I put doilies behind these two, so they look nice and finished. This was a pretty trim. Can you see the little, it's scalped and it's got that little flower on the edge of it. It's so pretty. And then this trim came with it. I know it's kind of hard to see these different trims. Again, I probably should have showed all the trims, but this isn't a DT project, so I honestly didn't think about it. But here is a little applique and a little walk flower in the center. So I got that flower. And what I like, sometimes I tend, like this flower is kind of large. It's probably 4 inches across, which kind of some of these are, I have trouble using a lot of big flowers in my projects, but I do like these medium ones and the smaller ones. The only thing that I do make occasionally is a wreath, and then they're really nice. But these flowers would make a beautiful wreath if you put them all together. Okay, here's another one with that same scalp with a little flower. And there's also a design down in there too, you can see. Then this little lace, a lot of these were scalped, and the scalped always make a pretty flower. So there's that one. And of course, my applique and my center. But there's that one. These flowers are so vintage looking. They're just beautiful. There's the little doily behind. And then I just love this little cutie. It's just some smaller lace that was in there. And I did the same thing, gathered them up. This little white or cream colored trim was very delicate. And I gathered that up in the middle. And then I put this little pearl button that was in my stash, or little pin or whatever. And that's that one. And that's the last flower. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 flowers out of that bundle. And I just love them. They turned out so pretty and so vintage looking. And you can see them all. Well, that was good. Maybe this isn't good. This might happen again. If it does, I just won't. But there you see the whole collection of flowers I put on top of this picture just to show you. But these would be lovely to make a wreath out of. And I might do that if I find a wreath that I want to do. So, okay, ladies, I'm out of here, and I will come back and show you some more flowers, and I'm also going to show you what I did with the cake and snowflake kit. But that's going to take me a while because I'm going to get a lot of projects out of that. I know I am. I kind of like the challenge of seeing how many projects you can get out of one of Doreen's kits. And I got the angel wings to do too yet. So, and even though they won't be design team projects, I will show you what's in the kit before I move on and do the project. So I will do that. I'll have a 2-part where I will show you the kit and then I will show you the finished products. So thank you, ladies. Thank you for watching. And I want to say Merry Christmas to everybody because I'm not sure I'll get everything done before Christmas. Probably not. But I might come back on and show you the rest of the flowers and also show you the cake and snowflake kit before I start my projects. So, again, thank you, ladies. See you soon.